Again, just reading live outside. In Matthew chapter 8, verse 7, verse 13, reading this morning, people, the Sermon on the Mount as you go to and from your destination. The Bible says, enter you in at the straight gate. For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction. And many there be go in there at. Because straight is the way, straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leads to life. It's narrow, people, and few there be shall find it. In Matthew 8:15, beware of false prophets, Jesus says, will come, God bless you, will come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly there are ravening wolves. You'll know them by their fruits. And so, do men gather grapes of thorns, of thistles, and figs and thistles? Even so, every good tree brings forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree brings forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth good fruit. And you say, well, what's happening in this world today? Why is this going on? Why is that going on? And Christ gives us the instructions. He says in Matthew 7:17, KJV version, Jesus says, even so a good tree brings forth good fruit. Christ teaches us that we will know them by their fruits. Not by their outer apparel, not by all the money they have, but by the fruit. And what do you mean? Well, Matthew 7:18 KJV version. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit. And neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. So you're wondering about why is the world so corrupt today? What is the problem? What is going on? Jesus says, a corrupt tree. You're dealing with a corrupt tree. He said a corrupt tree cannot bring forth good fruit. In Matthew 7:19, every tree that brings not forth good fruit will be cut down and cast into the fire. Jesus says, by the fruit you know them, you know them. In Matthew 7:20, wherefore by the fruit you know them. Matthew 7:21, not everyone that says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of God. Just because you say, Lord, Lord, don't mean you're going to get in the kingdom of God, Jesus teaches us. He says, God bless you. He says, now, not everyone. He said, but he that does the will of my Father, which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? In thy name have we cast out evil? In thy name have we done many wonderful works? And Jesus says, then will I profess to them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you workers of iniquity. And so, Jesus teaches us, that's not everyone that says, Lord, Lord, will be in the kingdom. Many will say in that day, Matthew 8:22, many will say in that to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out evil. In thy name done many wonderful works. And then I will profess to them, not to them, not now, then will I profess to them, I never knew you. I never knew you. Depart from me, you workers of iniquity. St. Matthew 7:24. And therefore whoever shall hear these sermons, the sayings of mine, of the Sermon on the Mountain, and does it, I will liken him to a wise man, which builds his house on a rock. The rain descended, the floods came, the winds blew, and beat on that house. And it fell not, for it was founded on a rock. But everyone that hears this sermon on this mountain, these sayings of mine, Jesus says, and do them not, shall be like a foolish man was building his house on sand. The rains descended, the floods came, the winds blew and beat on that house, and it fell, and great was the fall thereof. And so it came to pass when Jesus had ended these sayings on the Sermon on the Mountain, the people were astonished at Jesus' doctrine. Again, God bless each and every one of you out here today. Headed on into the Passover, into the resurrection of Jesus Christ, as he's going to carry that cross on Calvary, carrying that cross for the sins of the world. And Jesus carried that cross not for just a section of town. Jesus carried that cross not just for a certain color of people. Jesus carried that cross not just because somebody had all the money in the world. Jesus didn't carry that cross for a certain demographic. Jesus carried that cross for the world. When he went down that Calvary, and he went down that Calvary while they was beating on him and kicking in him and putting thorns in his head, he did not do that just for a certain group of people. He didn't do it, nope, not just for this side of town and not that side of town, because you live across on that side of the tracks and they live over there by the hills. Christ carried that cross for the entire world. The weight of the sins was on his shoulders. Why? Because of love. It was love. It had nothing to do with no racism, prejudice, discrimination. That's mine, everything on the planet is mine. You can't have mine, no, you can't have play with my stuff. No, it was for love. For God and love for one another. He was demonstrating love. God loves the world. He don't care about all these little nitpicking and stripping that humanity is stressing out over every day. But the greatest is love. God bless each and every one of you again. I pray that as we're going into Calvary, as they're doing the time of Calvary, that everybody get their life back right with God. Folks, come get yourself back right with God right where you are while you're driving down the street. And remember, Christ loves you. It doesn't have nothing to do with how much, you weight, how many titles you have on your hat. It's good to have those things, but it's the heart. Jesus said, love. Love God and love one another. Again, Clarice Mcclain. God bless you. Live outside today, Thursday, March 2018. God bless you.